Hello and welcome to the news at 9 p.m. on Sansad TV with me, Bhawna Nayar. Here are the top 5 headlines this Monday evening. One Nation, One Fertilizer scheme launched. Prime Minister Modi inaugurates 600 PM Kisan Samriddhi Kendras and Agriculture e-magazine, Indian Age. Prime Minister Modi kickstarts distribution of PM Jai Ma Yojana Ayushman cards in Gujarat. Asserts our schemes directly addresses the needs of the common citizens. Congress all set to get non-Gandhi president after 24 years. Voting concludes to choose between Mallikarjun Kharge and Shashi Tharoor. CBI questions Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Sisodia and excise policy case. AAP stages protests. And NATO to hold nuclear exercises with 14 of the 30 member countries. Russia launches drone attacks on Kyiv. After the top headlines, a quick look now at our flash news segment. Fifth Assembly of International Solar Alliance starts under India's presidentship. 109 countries to share experiences towards a low-carbon economy at 4-day event. Centre to Simplify Patent Law, says Union Minister Piyush Goyal, invites suggestions from stakeholders. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman reacts to 8% slide in rupee against dollar, says rupee has not weakened but dollar has strengthened. Union Minister Pralhad Joshi urges stakeholders to reduce coal imports, underscores reforms to make coal sector competitive. Interpol chief underlines increase in violence in real and virtual world, says organized crime networks making billions of dollars. Indian Railways earns over 2,500 crore through scrap sale in first 6 months of current fiscal. Galwan clash clip shown at key China meet. China singles out India as military adversary. Enforcement Director arrests TRS Lok Sabha member Nama Nageswar Rao, attaches 28 properties worth 80 crore. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation donates $1.2 billion to eradicate wild polio in Pakistan and Afghanistan. And Bengal Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee comes down heavily on BCCI for not extending Saurav Ganguly's term as board president. And now the top story of the day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched Pradhan Mantri Bharati Jan Urvarak Pariyojana, One Nation, One Fertilizer today. The scheme makes it mandatory for companies to market all subsidized fertilizers under single brand Bharat. The Prime Minister launched the Bharat brand at the 2-day PM Kisan Samman Sammelan 2022 being held in New Delhi. Modi also inaugurated 600 PM Kisan Samruddhi Kendras, PM KSKs that will act as a one-stop shop for farmers who can buy products and avail multiple services. The centre intends to convert more than 3.3 lakh fertilizer retail shops in the country into PM KSK in a phased manner. The Prime Minister also launched Indian Age, an e-magazine on fertilizers.
अब वन नेशन वन फर्टिलाइजर से किसान को हर तरह के भ्रम से मुक्ति मिलने वाली है और बेहतर खाद भी उपलब्ध होने वाली है। देश में आप हिंदुस्तान के किसी भी कोने में जाइए, एक ही नाम, एक ही ब्रांड से और एक समान गुणवत्ता वाले यूरिया की बिक्री होगी। अब देश में यूरिया भारत ब्रांड से ही मिलेगी।
Prime Minister Modi also released the 12th installment of financial benefit worth ₹16,000 crore to over 11 crore farmers under the flagship PM Kisan scheme. Prime Minister Modi emphasized on the need to adopt technology-based modern farming techniques. He reiterated that there is a need to work in a mission mode to make the country self-reliant and reduce import dependence.
देश को आत्मनिर्भर बनाने के लिए हम सब ने मिलकर के संकल्प करना ही होगा। हम सब ने मिलकर के उस दिशा में चलना ही होगा। हम सब ने मिलकर के विदेशों से खाने के लिए चीजें लानी पड़े, खेती के लिए चीजें लानी पड़े, इसमें से मुक्त होने का संकल्प करना ही पड़ेगा।
Continuing, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also launched the distribution of PM-JAY-Ma Yojana Ayushman cards in Gujarat via video conferencing today. Interacting with the beneficiaries of Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana Ma Amrutam, Prime Minister said that government schemes directly address the needs of the common citizens. He asserted that health insurance is talked about in many countries, but India is going beyond that and ensuring health assurance. He said that PM-JAY-Ma Yojana Ayushman cards will ensure top quality and affordable medical care. The centre's PM-JAY scheme was integrated with Gujarat's Mukhyamantri Amrutam and Mukhyamantri Amrutam Vatsalya healthcare schemes in 2019. Let's listen in.
અને પીએમ જય માનો તો આજે ગુજરાત સરકારે વિસ્તાર પણ કરી દીધો અને મને ખાતરી છે કે તમને પહેલા પણ આ બધા લાભ મળ્યા છે, આજે પણ મળી રહ્યા છે, હવે લાભ પણ વધી રહ્યા છે, જેના કારણે તમે મુસીબતમાંથી આનો વિસ્તાર થઈ રહ્યો છે, આનો લાભ થશે.
And now news on who will be the next Congress president. Voting concluded for election to the Congress president today. Senior Congress leaders Mallikarjun Kharge and Shashi Tharoor are in a fray for the post of AICC chief. The results will be declared on Wednesday. Outgoing party chief Sonia Gandhi, former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, former Congress President Rahul Gandhi, Party General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra voted in the polls to elect the next party chief. Voting began at 10 a.m. at the AICC headquarters in New Delhi and at the party's polling booths in state offices across the country. Veteran Congress leader P. Chidambaram was the first to cast his vote at the AICC headquarters in New Delhi. About 9,500 of the total 9,900 electors cast their votes in the Congress presidential polls, the party's Central Election Authority chairman Madhusudan Mistry said. The overall voter turnout was about 96%. It would be first time in over 24 years that the party will have a non-Gandhi president.
So, delegates ने अपने वोट डाले 9,900 में से 9,500 लोगों ने अपने वोट डाले. करीब 96% वोटिंग हुआ है. छोटे छोटे जो स्टेट है वहाँ पर जहाँ 25 वोट है, 22 वोट है या 30 वोट है, ऐसे छोटे छोटे जो संघ प्रदेश है उनमें 100% वोटिंग हुआ है.
Moving on, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla met 300 farmers who arrived in Delhi from his parliamentary constituency, Kota Bundi, today. These farmers had come to Delhi to participate in the Kisan Samman Sammelan. Addressing the farmers at the Balayogi Auditorium in the Parliament House, Birla said that the government is constantly striving to double the income of the farmers. He called upon the farmers of his parliamentary constituency to use modern technology in farming. Om Birla said that the government is also trying to ensure that the benefits of the crop insurance scheme reaches every farmer.
मैंने कहा है कि जिस खेत का बीमा हो रहा है वहां पर सर्वे करने वाला व्यक्ति जा रहा है, वो उसको एक कॉपी उसको दे कि आपका इतना नुकसान मैंने पाया है, ताकि उसको फसल बीमा का अगर लाभ नहीं मिल सके तो वो क्लेम कर सके, अपील कर सके. अभी तक वो साइन करा लेता था और फसल बीमा का लाभ उसको मिलता नहीं था. फसल बीमा वाले भी कहीं मिली भगत करते थे, तो गांव में 5-5, 10-10 लोग भी फसल बीमा की जानकारी में एक्सपर्ट हो जाएंगे, तो जैसे ही कोई आपदा आई, जिन का फसल बीमा का क्लेम मिलना है, 100% उनको क्लेम मिले.
Moving ahead, Justice Dhananjay Vyai Chandrachud has been appointed as the 50th Chief Justice of India by President Draupadi Murmu. He will take oath on 9th of November, a day after incumbent Chief Justice Uday Umesh Lalit is slated to demit office on attaining the age of 65. The outgoing CJI Uday Umesh Lalit had recommended the name of Justice Chandrachud as his successor. Justice Chandrachud will serve as the CJI for 2 years. He will demit office on 10th November 2024. Justice Chandrachud was elevated to the Supreme Court on 13th May 2016. Before that, he was the Chief Justice of the Allahabad High Court from 31st October 2013. CBI questioned Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia in the excise policy case on Monday. The CBI had in August registered an FIR against Manish Sisodia and 14 others under various sections of IPC and the Prevention of Corruption Act. The agency has since then conducted searches at various locations associated with Sisodia and also a bank locker in Ghaziabad. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh today released the Gujarati edition of Modi at 20 in Gandhinagar. Rajnath Singh said that the Narendra Modi is no longer just a prime minister or a mass leader, but a symbol of the country's cultural renaissance and a great social reformer. He said that the prime minister is now working to the change of course of nation for the next several decades. He said that Prime Minister Modi is not just working for the present, but for the future of India.
अब हमारे मोदी जी कई दशकों के लिए देश की दिशा बदलने का काम कर रहे हैं, यानी भविष्य अपने गवर्नेंस और फैसलों से वे भारत के भविष्य के नियंता बने। वे भारत के वर्तमान के लिए नहीं, बल्कि मैं कहूंगा भारत के भविष्य के लिए इस समय काम कर रहे हैं।
And time now to take a quick look at some more stories from across the nation. The Supreme Court agreed to examine BJP leader Dr. Subramaniam Swamy's plea, seeking a probe into the alleged role of RBI officials in various banking scams. Swamy alleged that the involvement of RBI officials in scams involving various entities like Kingfisher, Bank of Maharashtra and Yes Bank had not been probed. The court had issued a notice in this matter and sought response from CBI and RBI. The Supreme Court has granted 2 weeks' time to Uttar Pradesh to file a counter-affidavit to the petition filed by Ashish Mishra, the son of Union Minister Ajay Kumar Mishra, seeking regular bail in the Lakhimpur Kheri violence case. A bench comprising Justices B.R. Gavai and B.V. Nagarathana was considering the petition filed by Mishra challenging the July 26th order of the Allahabad High Court that dismissed his regular bail application. The new multidimensional poverty index released by the UNDP and the Oxford Poverty and Human Development Initiative said that in India, 415 million people exited poverty between 2005 and 2006 and 2019 to 2021. The UN has termed it as a historic change and a demonstration that the Sustainable Development Goal target of reducing poverty by at least half by 2030 is possible to achieve even at a large scale. Botswana Foreign Minister Lemohang Kwape arrived in Delhi on a 6-day visit. According to the Ministry of External Affairs, measures to further strengthen bilateral relations between the two countries will be discussed. India established diplomatic relations with Botswana immediately after its independence in 1966. India and Saudi Arabia will compete for the hosting rights of the 2027 Asian Cup as 3 other interested nations have withdrawn their bids, the AFC have announced. If India wins the bid, it will be the first time it will host the AFC Asian Cup. Slipping into a very short break here, lots more coming up on the other side. You stay tuned to Sansad TV for more news.
The glorious journey of India's 75 years of independence, protection of rights, ensuring equality, to empower, to deliver justice. Laws that have defined India and its people. Laws that everyone should know. Watch 75 years. Laws that shaped India. With me, Hemant Batra, only on Sansad TV.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching the news and time now for all the updates from the Russia-Ukraine war front. Terror rained from the skies in Ukraine this morning as Russia unleashed a massive strike on the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv using Iranian suicide drones. At least 4 people have been killed in the attacks. Already battling the aftermath of Russia's deadliest airstrikes that came last Monday, the attacks sent Kyiv residents rushing for cover. Here are the details.
Multiple explosions rocked the Ukrainian capital city of Kyiv on Monday morning as Russia unleashed waves of explosive-laden Iranian kamikaze drones on Ukraine. The blasts echoed across the city, setting buildings ablaze and sending plumes of smoke into the air. People scrambled to the shelters as Ukrainian soldiers and emergency workers began rescue operations. Kyiv's central Shevchenko district was among the areas hit, with apartment blocks damaged and a non-residential building on fire. Railway officials said explosions were seen close to Kyiv's main station. Witnesses posted videos of drones buzzing across the bright morning skies of Kyiv. Sounds of gunshots were also heard, showing attempts to shoot down the drones. The number of drones involved in the strikes is not yet clear. Officials confirmed the kamikaze drones included an Iranian-supplied weapon called the Shahid 136. Russia's defense ministry said it had carried out a massive attack on military targets and energy infrastructure across Ukraine using high-precision weapons. Ukrainian President Zelensky said that the enemy can attack our cities, but it won't be able to break us. He described the attacks as Russia's attempt to terrorize the civilian population. Not just Kyiv, a drone attack also hit the Avery Marine Terminal in the southern city of Mykolaiv late on Sunday, damaging sunflower storage tanks. The attacks come exactly a week after Russia launched its largest coordinated air and missile raids yet on Ukraine's infrastructure last Monday. Condemning the strikes, the new United Nations Human Rights Chief, Volker Turk of Austria, said that drone attacks on civilians must stop. The US Embassy in Kyiv has also condemned the desperate and reprehensible drone attacks. Bureau Report, Sansad TV.
And now news from some other parts of the globe. The Communist Party of China on Sunday unveiled its blueprint for a modern socialist China in all respects for the next 5 years and beyond. As the 20th CPC National Congress opened in Beijing, Xi Jinping delivered a report titled "Hold High the Great Banner of Socialism with Chinese Characteristics and Strive in Unity to Build a Modern Socialist Country in All Respects." More details in our report. China's Communist Party Congress that opened on Sunday gave out a message of continuity if not change. The week-long meeting is expected to reappoint Xi Jinping as leader. It will reaffirm a commitment to his policies for the next 5 years and elevate his status even further as one of the most powerful leaders in China's modern history. The Chinese president reiterated support for the private sector and allowing markets to play a key role, even as China fine-tunes a socialist economic system. In a sweeping speech to nearly 2,300 party members at Beijing's Great Hall of the People, the Chinese president's address was laden with references to strengthening the socialist economic model and boosting efforts to modernize all sectors of the world's number 2 economy. Xi's power appears undiminished by the tumult of a year that has seen China's economy slow dramatically. Xi's policies are here to stay, was the message from a 1 hour and 45 minutes party report that Xi delivered to the opening session on Sunday. Ever since he was named leader 10 years ago, Xi has reoriented China's both domestically and internationally. The military has staked claims to disputed territory, while diplomats have become more assertive, saying China's won't be bullied by the US and others. Xi has brought back stronger state control over the economy and society, expanding censorship and arrest to stifle dissent. An unprecedented crackdown on corruption has brought down hundreds of senior officials, including some potential political rivals. Symbolically, his ideology, known as Xi Jinping thought, was enshrined in the party Congress at the previous Congress in 2017. Bureau Report, Sansad TV. And news now from Britain. Meanwhile, despite the policy U-turns to placate the markets, trouble seems to be mounting for the recently elected British Prime Minister Liz Truss. Newspaper reports claim that the Conservative Party lawmakers will seek her dismissal amid a political crisis. So is it a time up for Liz Truss? Let's see in this report.
Many British newspapers speculated on Monday that Prime Minister Liz Truss could be forced out of office by her own party. Plot to topple Truss this week, D-Day for PM, were some of the headlines that indicated that time was running out for Truss. According to these newspaper reports, more than 100 members of parliament belonging to the ruling Conservative Party are ready to submit letters of no confidence in Truss to the head of the Conservative Party's committee, which organizes the leadership contest. The Times even said that some lawmakers have held secret discussions on replacing Truss with a new leader. Engulfed in a political crisis, Britain has lost 3 prime ministers since it voted to leave the European Union in 2016. Truss, who won the Conservative Party leadership last month after promising to slash taxes, is fighting for her political survival after ditching key parts of the programme. Bureau Report, Sansad TV.
Moving now, Britain's Finance Minister Jeremy Hunt on Monday announced the withdrawal of all controversial tax deductions as well as reducing expensive energy bill support in an emergency financial statement. Jeremy Hunt's statement was an attempt to reassure markets about Britain's fiscal stability and to cushion the blow from his predecessor. Kwasi Kwarteng's mini-budget presented last month, Jeremy Hunt said that the decision to cut income tax has been postponed indefinitely until Britain's financial situation improves. Former Finance Minister Kwarteng in his mini-budget had announced to implement it from April 2023. In addition, the government's energy price guarantee will be universal only till April as against the original plan for 2 years. And a roundup of more international news in Global Wrap now. The Swedish Parliament on Monday elected Ulf Kristersson, the Conservative Moderate Party leader, as Prime Minister at the head of a coalition that is being supported by a once radical far-right party. His government is expected to be presented on Tuesday. His 3-party coalition does not have a majority, but in Sweden, prime ministers can govern as long as there is no parliamentary majority against them. Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida ordered an investigation on Monday into the Unification Church in an apparent move to calm the public outrage over his governing party's ties with the controversial group. These ties were revealed in the wake of former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's assassination. The suspect, Tetsuya Yamagami, told police he killed Abe because of his apparent link to a religious group he hated. The Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf party led by former Prime Minister Imran Khan on Monday emerged as the main beneficiary in the key by-elections held in the 11 constituencies in Pakistan's national and provincial assemblies. The main contest was between Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif's Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz and Khan's Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. A fire that burned through part of Iran's notorious Evin prison damaged one of the largest buildings at the complex, according to satellite photos analyzed on Monday, as authorities raised the death toll in the still murky incident, saying at least 8 prisoners were killed. Online videos of the incident showed chaotic scenes with the prison siren wailing amid a crackle of gunfire and people screaming, "Death to the dictator." NATO is holding its long-planned nuclear exercises next week despite rising tensions over the war in Ukraine and President Vladimir Putin's insistence that he is not bluffing about using all available means to defend Russian territory. The exercise, dubbed Steadfast Noon, is held annually and usually runs for about 1 week. 14 of the 30 NATO member countries will be involved in the exercise. And time now to see what's happening in the world of sports. Australia loses 4 wickets in 4 balls of Mohammad Shami's sensational 20th over as India pull off a 6-run win in their first warm-up fixture of the T20 World Cup. KL Rahul and Kumar Yadav smashed entertaining half-centuries to power India to 186 for 7 after Australia opted to bowl at the Gabba. Rahul hit 57 off 33 balls. Kumar Yadav scored 50 off 33. After Namibia's sensational win against Asian champions Sri Lanka on Sunday, the World T20 witnessed another upset a day later, with Scotland beating 2-time champion West Indies by 42 runs. Indies were chasing a target of 161. Real Madrid beat Barcelona 3-1 in the Clásico to overtake their fierce rivals at the top of La Liga on Sunday. And Mohamed Salah produces a moment of magic as Liverpool condemn Manchester City to their first Premier League defeat of the season. And with this, it's a wrap of today's bulletin. The news. Stay tuned to Sansad TV for all the latest updates round the clock. Do share with us your feedback on our social media platforms. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Namaskar.